Right, get the timer going. Where are we at? I believe we made it to the stage 4 boss. I think I'm currently on the stage 4 boss, and he's been challenging me to 6 ball a lot. And he's been winning at 6 ball. 8 ball, 7 racks. I kind of hate 8 ball. Maybe if I reject, he'll do something else. 8 ball, 7 racks. Nah, I think we're trapped in 8 ball hell now. Yeah, it's gonna be 8 ball. Okay. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Do not like 8 ball. Give me a sec to remember how to play the game. At least it's not on a timer. We were doing whatever that game was yesterday where I had to like win it and I only had 20 seconds per shot. That was horrible. I'm just glad that that's over. And of course the cue ball sinks too. But here we are. We're still in it. The hustle continues. Is he's gonna beat me now? Yeah, he just beats me. Okay. Let's see if he offers a different game. I'm gonna take the L in the hopes that he offers a different game now. Straight? I think straight is worse. I think straight is worse. Bank. Oh no. No, 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 no. Please do not. Okay, 6 ball. Yes. 6 ball, 1 frame. Here's our opportunity. Man, I gotta get better at managing power or something. That is clearly way too much power. I think the rules of 6 ball are that I have to hit the 6 ball. I don't think I can hit them out of order. Did it go in? It went in. Good. I find it really funny that they can like block the camera sometimes, like people's shoulder and stuff. I don't think that's intentional, but it is funny. Alright, unfortunately the 6 ball is gonna be tough. Maybe this. Oh, the last second choke. He didn't get it in either though. We're good. Alright, I win 6 ball. Nice. Now he wants to play 9 ball. Modify 9 ball 1 frame. Yeah, I was gonna say, what? I'd ask why you here I am watching. I'd ask why, but here I am watching. The reason why is because I've lost control of my life. I have no choice. Going to New York in 6 weeks. Anything you should know is a tour. Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know. Are you looking to do like a bunch of tourist sites or like... Are we talking like... Really, I don't have that much insight. My insight is mostly limited to good Pizza Rex. That's about all I got for you. That's cool though. Yeah, that's going straight in the pocket. Yep, I lose. I'm gonna reset for that actually. Yo, PMC, thanks for the 74 months. I appreciate it a ton. Hope you are doing excellent today. You know, I had forgotten. I had forgotten until you started playing Brain Dead 13 and you like mentioned it in the Discovery Zone that like, oh yeah, this was on iOS and I did play it, but then I remembered like 20 minutes later that actually I did not play the iOS version of Brain Dead 13. I tried to play it, but it kept crashing on startup. It was the authentic PS1 experience. I wanted to play it, but I couldn't because it wouldn't start. That game looked like ass, by the way. Three ball, we love to see it. Well, three ball against the boss is a bit weird. He tends to just win three ball. Hang on, we'll see if my setup from yesterday still works. Front left corner. Then we go here. We line up the arrows like so. And we max power. Yellow ball goes in. Blue ball sat right there. And that leaves us with the impossible red shot that I can never make. Hey, there we go. Of course, he just gets a 3 anyway, but... There's our setup. This is weird. The arrows are, normally the green is on top of the orange. I don't know how I feel about this. Alright, same old. There we go. So I should be able to do consistent 3s. The red ball shot is kind of hard, but I should be able to do consistent 3s here. I really wish that blue ball would go in. It's so close to just going in, but it doesn't. Eventually he has to choke and get a 4, right? Okay, I think he just choked. There we go. There we go. It's so funny that you can have setups like that. 8 ball. I don't want to play 8 ball. Fine. What? Cue ball set? What? I mean, sometimes I just fast forward and I can't even, like, the cue ball didn't look like it was gonna sink there. I thought we were fine, and then I just lose. Goodbye. Hopefully I'm not locked in 8-ball hell here. It seems like you might never get locked in hell unless you're... It does seem like each boss has 1 or 2 games that you're absolutely forced to do. But they're always like weird games. It's never like 8-ball, I think. And it kind of seems like for stuff like this, you can get out of it by just losing. Oh, sorry, I unmuted too early. Loud noise. I think I managed to avoid all loud noises yesterday. I was a very good streamer. I was on top of that. I have no idea if it saved my 3-ball win. Did he just get a 6? What was that? Did he just get a 6? Well, okay then. There you go. That is terrible. That is a terrible performance by Elroy. Yo, Transgentrifier, thank you so much for the 22 months. Fortnite Burger. It's been a minute. I really hope you've been doing well. It has been a minute. Let's see. I'm gonna hit stop playing on this. The respect is going up though. That can only be a good thing. Hell yeah, work from home. Why am I here? 8 hours on a pool game so far. What if I told you... Oh, that's an illegal ball. What if I told you 8 hours on a pool game and we're not even halfway done with it? We're not even that close to halfway done with it. We're actually getting kind of close to halfway done. Yeah, he just stomped me in that. He just stomped me in that. We might have to beat him in 8-ball, which is going to be hard. Oh. What the hell is this? How's that? Sure. What is how's that? Oh, it's a trick shot. This one is easier than it looks. You're gonna sink the 8 in the middle bag. However, there was a ball in the way. Simply aim directly for the 1 ball with good power. Simply aim directly for the 1 ball with good power. The ball blocking the 8 ball's path will be pushed out of the way, leaving an easy path for the bag to the 8, to the bag for the 8. Okay. So they're just saying, just fucking smash it, is what they're telling me. Don't even, well, now I've moved the camera, so now this isn't gonna work. But they're telling me just fucking smash it, and somehow this will work. Wow, it worked. Alright. The hustle's going good. I think, oh no, no, no. This might be the final game with Boss 4 before we go to Stage 5. But it's timed rotation, which, kill me. Do not want. The 3-ball method is still working. My setup is great. I've really refined the setup. I have consistent 3 every time. I'll never get a 2, but I'll never get worse than a 3 either, unless I screw it up. So we can just 3-ball, and then hopefully they don't get a 2, because if they do, then we're toast. But 2s are weird. Nothing I could really do about a 2 anyway. He's gonna put that right in. Yep, frame to Elroy, because it's not even 1 frame. It's best of 3. Okay, best of 3 is not that bad, I guess. Rotation's not that long anyway. Timed rotation is less bad than that other time thing I had to do. Time straight. Oh, that's the illegal ball. Whoops. I mean, if we get to the final zone and everybody is just doing ones, like literally just sinking all 3 balls on the break, that's just like, I don't know. That can't be. That cannot be. There's not a chance. Yeah, we're not getting this ball in, dude. I think my best shot is to actually get that one in over there. Nope, missed it. Wait, why was he using 2 pool cues? Did you see that? What was he doing? he was like dual wielding the pool cues. Shit, no power. That didn't even go in. Okay, I don't know how. I don't see any way to get this ball in, unfortunately. We're just gonna smash it and pray. Nope. And now he's just gonna win. Yeah, Elroy has won. That's reset, because this is probably something we actually have to win. I think this is his final game. He made me do the trick shot, so I feel like now we're in final game territory for him. But yeah, I'm pretty motivated to just press through to the end of this game, even though it's gonna take multiple more streams. I'm pretty motivated because I mean, I haven't done like the world's deepest internet search. Oh, loud noise again. I haven't done like the world's deepest internet search, but I don't think like anyone has beaten this before. I'm sure there's some offline person out there who beat it. Like even the worst selling games still sell thousands of copies. So I figure there's definitely someone out there who's beaten this. And I think the PSP version was even somewhat more popular. So but there's like, as far as I can tell, no evidence of this game being beaten online. Like the ending cutscene is not on YouTube. There's no playthroughs on YouTube. There's no game facts. Oh, whoops, I missed that. There's no how long to beat data. So We're really in uncharted territory here, I think. Let's see. I don't think I have like just a regular. I don't think I have like a pre-made wide one. Where is my normal one? What I can do is this. There he is. And then we do that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that ball is just completely protected. I feel like what you want to do, because I forget what number you're trying to reach, but you're trying to reach a pretty high number. And I feel like the play is definitely to just like let him sink all of the low value balls, and then you sweep in once each ball is worth like at least 10, and then you just try to sink everything at that point. Yes, but not that weird. I know 3D Blast has its enjoyers. I am not among them, but 3D Blast has its enjoyers. There we go. Just gotta win one more time. It sucks that this isn't just one frame. It's a forced best of. There's no way for us to modify it down to one frame. Oh yeah. I mean, I can hit the ball, technically. Yeah, I didn't think so. Sunk the complete wrong ball there. So I had multiple different retro Sonic collections as a kid. You know, I had Mega Collection on GameCube, and I had the Ultimate Genesis Collection on PS3. Yep, my PS3 that I had when I was a kid. Sorry, old people, I just said the sentence. But, it was 16 years ago at this point. I can say that. But, so I always had 3D Blast. But 3D Blast, I don't know, 3D Blast. Like I would play through World 1 and then I would be too bored to continue past that point. Always the Genesis version. I don't think they've ever re-released the Saturn version.
I planned on making my move on Jack, now Elroy's back. But boy, I never expected this. I mean, Jack obviously has a habit of attracting trouble, but not this. The worst thing is, it's all my fault.
Oh my god, someone just
I
did a
did
drive-by
this.
shooting on
I
Elroy.
was so intent on taking Santo out that I ignored the dangers to others. Now I've got blood on my hands. Santo's out of control. This guy's just gotta be stopped before Jack's next on his list. But right now, Jack is still my strongest weapon. Jack, I'll make a detective out of you yet. I mean, it wasn't too hard to figure out who whacked Elroy. The danger is that Jack's fast moving from bait to loose cannon. I mean, getting onto Santos' radar is one thing. Having your own air traffic control center is quite another.
Yo, air traffic
He just
control
doesn't
mentioned.
realize how dangerous these boys are.
Alright, so we're on to stage 5. That's stage 4 cleared. Time to start the farm. Man, that guy got a 4. We'll see if my setup still works. We'll see if my setup still works on this stage. Yes. Oh, that's strange. But it looks like the setup does still work. Oh man, this is actually gonna be weird. I don't think I can make this shot. Nope, we're good. There are 9 stages. This is stage 5. So we are, I guess, officially halfway there. We're now playing pool with the gang that shot Elroy. There's a lot of hustling in this game. It's a lot of hustle. I really wish the soundtrack was better. Like, imagine this game, but with Amped soundtrack. Where Amped had like 200 songs on the disc. Oh no, well, we're cooked. There's way too much power, apparently. Okay, we still win. See, Unleashed is one of the only ones I still haven't played. I should probably play Unleashed. Maybe, Maybe soon. Probably not, though. But I have never played Unleashed. I've played, like, practically every other 3D Sonic at this point. Well, there's a lot of qualifiers there, but I've played a lot of 3D Sonic. Just never that one. This doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Okay, still worked. No. I don't really want to lose to Master Scratch. We're resetting. That was bad. Least favorite Sonic game. Secret Rings. Not even close. Well, I don't know. I mean, as far least favorite and worst are two very different questions. Because, like, worst is Secret Rings. But I haven't played that much of Secret Rings. To be honest, like, I rented it back in the day. I was excited for it, and I rented it, and it was awful. And I've never played it since. But from, you know, from browsing the internet and seeing other playthroughs and stuff, yeah, Secret Rings is probably in my opinion, that game seems worse than Sonic 06. It's bad. It's real bad. But my actual, like, least favorite is probably just Heroes, because it's a game that I don't like that I've nevertheless played a huge amount of in my life. Like, I don't know why, but I have played so much Heroes, and I do not like Heroes. So I think that has to be my least favorite. Though I will say, I did one playthrough of, I did one playthrough of Forces. I do have Forces. I paid money for that. And Forces is crap. Okay. Gotta sync this somehow. I'm really trying to put the minimum possible power on it. Nah, we're dead. I'm really trying to put minimum power on it, and you just get an insane amount of power anyway. It's very strange. There's just nothing in Secret Rings. Frontiers is one that I have not played. It's like Frontiers, Black Knight, Unleashed. Those are the ones I haven't played. I guess Boom, if you count that. But those are the ones I haven't played, so no comment on Frontiers, but I don't know. It kind of just looks like I don't think I want what Frontiers is offering. That's why I haven't played it. The whole like Breath of the Wild Sonic looking thing, it just, I don't know. Everyone said it was a pretty good game at the time, but like, I don't know. Sonic 4, I only played episode 1. I'm like most people where I played episode 1 and was like, man, that sucked. And so then I just never played episode 2. Even though allegedly episode 2 is better. I'm really trying to put like no power on it, like just barely. And for some reason, it's just an insane amount of power every time. We're playing on like a slippery pool table or something where there's just no friction. Overhated? Nah, that game was crap. That game was crap. I think the 3-ball strategy might be falling apart here. I can't win against this guy who only has 6% respect. Maybe Jazzy P will be worse at it. Part of the problem is that I'm choking, but also even if I wasn't choking, we would still be up against a dude who's just consistently sinking threes. Alright, minimum power. There you go. There you go. He just totally choked a 2. Oh my god, this guy is worse. This guy is even better than the other one. He totally would have had a 2 there. I missed on the timing. Well, we're dead. We're dead. Yeah, this guy is just getting twos. He's a consistent two guy. That's unwinnable. That's just, we're done. I think the strat is ruined. I think I might have to swap to 6 or 9 ball here, which is going to slow the game down a lot. I think the strat is ruined. They've gotten too good at 3 ball. I'm choosing to not answer that question. Not even for channel points.
See what happens when you upset people.
Put your money where your mouth is. What, you ain't got no dough?
Yeah, I think I agree with that actually. It's Giga's Sonic Forces OC. Whatever that is. I agree. Favorite type of Greek column? Ionic. Doric columns are too boring. But Corinthian columns are annoying. Ionic is the classic. If you're gonna draw a Greek column, there you go. Okay, good. He choked. It's kind of still possible. Favorite Ionic game? Bionic Commando. It has Ionic in the title. I can't think of any other game that can claim that. So it's gotta be Bionic Commando. Oh right, Bionicles. Well, it's definitely neither of the Bionicle games, I can tell you that much. That I played on GameCube. The one Bionicle Heroes was pretty funny though, I'll give them that. That game had the most aggressive bloom. That was a very ugly video game. Favorite ironic game? Conker's Bad Fur Day. That game was made as a shitpost. It is good. Has a game based on an IRL activity made you want to do said activity? I mean, games based on IRL activities are always like sports trash. So like, no extreme sports games count for this. No, you're kidding me. It failed. The setup failed me. Oh, it's over. I think she got a 3, so I think it's over.
I win.
Yeah. I definitely did want to skateboard as a kid, but that had nothing to do with the Tony Hawk games or anything. Skateboarding was just really in at the time. Yeah, I don't even really want to side game this, to be honest with. Like, this is very grindy, but it kind of is what it is. I think I'm just motivated to play through this because I know it's really long and I want it to be over. Like, the thing about side gaming, that I've learned over time is that it usually just makes things worse. Side gaming usually just makes things worse, because, it makes everything take more days. Like, when I would side game a JRPG on GameCube or something like that, it just made them all so much longer.
You get the money.
That plus, like... That plus the whole, like, this is kind of a mysterious game. We don't really know where they're going with it. I feel like I'm decently motivated to just sit down and play through this, even though it's gonna take forever. We don't even know who the killer is. Well, I think Jack knows who the killer is. I think it's these guys. Like, based on DEA lady's narration, I'm pretty sure that these guys, this is the gang that shot Elroy. And we're here to, like, I don't really know what playing pool with them hopes to accomplish, but it's like we're here to take down the gang or something. I'm pretty sure this is the gang that did the shooting. We already, because, like, the DEA lady said, like, of course Jack already knew who did the shooting. Like, this guy's name is Funkmaster Easy. And Big B. Alright, Funkmaster. Oh, whoops. Funkmaster Easy. I think we're getting respect, probably getting respect so that the leader of the gang can show up. We're trying to, like, flush out the gang leader by beating all of his boys in pool. And then at that point, I guess we'll play pool with the gang leader, and somehow that will solve things. Stop. Okay. Alright, this is a guy who gets threes. So we might be here for a while. Why was I holding the weak shot button? Well, we're dead now. Why was I doing that? On the break. I'm trying to aim at the pocket in the top left corner, and then a song title appears over it. Unhelpful game. Oh, he choked. He choked. We would have had him if I didn't screw up there. We would have had him because he got a 4. This is just such an awkward shot. It's like you can't really see where you're aiming it. Yeah, miss. Such an awkward shot. Alright, he also choked, so I still win. He choked even harder. The pressure got to him. The Grandmaster easy. Look at them dancing to the song. Real intimidating gang member stuff. Gangsta Killa, that guy's shirt says. Gangsta Killa. Monk's Farm. Hustle. Blade. It really would if the fart sweatshirt guy were here. He's dressed the part. Alright, I've kind of figured out the secret of making this easy. You want to hit the blue ball with like not, so like you hold the weak shot button for the blue ball and you give it about half power with the weak shot, and then that puts you in a position where you're hitting the red ball dead on enough that you can just line up the arrows into the correct place and then just max power weak shot it in. You can line it up really easily. I should check what the gambling game is, see if there's a new one here. I think there's been like 3, maybe 4 gambling games so far. What's in the game aside from pool? It's been... There was like that higher or lower game in World 1. There's video poker. I think there was a third one. Oh, there was slot machine. I never played it. Oh my god, it's roulette. Look at this. I feel like I'm playing Yakuza. I know this is just what a roulette table looks like, but to my like non-casino brain, when I see this, I'm just instantly, literally it's like a Vietnam War flashback. I'm just like, all right, instant here. Suddenly I'm back to grinding Yakuza 4. Yeah, the wheel at the bottom does look pretty weird, right? Let's, should we put it all on black? Put $100 on it. Oh, let's go. Let's not go. Total scam. Shitty scam game. I'm out of here.
I'll be the judge. Yeah. Call me Dread.
Someone next probably must be here to play.
And I am the Lord.
Open that shit for me.
I don't have your head.
The wheel at the bottom is definitely just like a convenience thing where they don't have to program like a rotating mechanic. That's just like a strip that they just like scroll horizontally. I am so thankful that there are no Mahjong games. I mean, it just seems like nowadays, I feel like nowadays it's pretty common. I mean, the Yakuza games all have Mahjong in them. I feel like nowadays you could release a Mahjong game in English for like a weeb audience. But like in the 2000s, there was nobody doing that. This is weird. Hold up, I got you. Where am I putting this guy? On the cue ball. That's... He's gonna be tiny. But, there we go. That already exists, Sir Chen. I remember people hyping that up around the time Balatro was first blowing up. Someone already got you on that one. I think that after Balatro blew up, a lot of indie devs scrambled to roguelikeify basically everything. I've seen a number of weird ones. Daddy B. I think we found the boss. Daddy B. Who wants to play me at rotation, which is terrible. Or wait, rotation is fine. It's just a little hard. Wait. Is Daddy B the boss? I think he is. Yeah, here he comes. He's bad. He's bad at the game. The fact that it's only one frame makes my life a lot better. What? Did I not hit the on ball? What? No, I totally hit the correct ball there. Oh, I didn't. Never mind. That was not the correct ball. I was hoping to get the orange one in with that. Well, the Peggle, I've watched a bunch of Shoehorse streams of him playing Peglin. That already existed, and that's like, that basically is like the pachinko roguelike. I was watching Rio play something the other day that looked like it was roguelike 2048. Like it looked like it was 2048, but like with like roguelike elements. I feel like that's kind of cursed. Directly in the pocket. Maximum smash. It's the only chance. Nope. Wow, that did nothing. He's just gonna win now. He didn't. He choked. You gotta be kidding me. You do actually gotta be kidding me, though. Alright, what else does Daddy B want to play? Let's see. This is the kind of time when I would pull the memory card if we were playing a GameCube game.
Daddy's in a whooping mood.
Bruh. Well, the idea is just that I wouldn't want to, the idea is just that, like, I don't know what game he's gonna offer me after losing rotation, so I don't want, like, I don't want him to be like, oh, so you don't want to play rotation? Well, how about, you know, how about fucking 8-ball or something that's much worse than rotation, you know? In that case, if I had pulled the memory card, I could just reset the console and then keep playing rotation with him. I think he just won. Yeah, I'm just gonna reset. It just gives me the opportunity to reset. I guess we'll definitely be getting to stage 6, because I've actually only been playing for an hour, and we're already on the stage 5 boss. So as long as the stage 5 boss isn't, like, forcing me to sit through a best of 9 something awful with him. Oh no, did my respect dip too low? Did Daddy B leave? Oh, I think Daddy B straight up left. And then I accidentally accepted Trey's offer, so that just made my respect get even worse.
Stop talking shit and rack 'em. You're talking shit, man.
Gonna have to go back to 3-ball with someone. The boss left, so my respect was too low. Daddy B. Someone just said it. One of the things that they do is they just will, like, cheer on the boss. Some guy in the background just randomly shouting, Daddy B. Alright, 10-ball, best of 5 racks, modify 1 frame. Let Daddy B clean up all the early shots. Is he just gonna win? Bruh, like, quite literally nothing I could have done about that. Fuck you, Daddy B.
Daddy B wins.
What the hell was that? Like, oh, you want to play, you know, how about you bet me $2,000 on a frame of 10 ball? Okay, now watch me sink this. He just sinks all 10 balls and collects my money before I can even get one single turn in. Very cool, Daddy. I don't know, because I've never gotten 100% respect in an area. Wait, this is Halo 2. Wrong game, wrong game, wrong game. Wrong game. Wrong game. I wish, dude. Oh, man. Hustle, not Halo. Man, a mod of this where you play as Master Chief and all the audience members are like elites would be kind of funny looking, I think.
Daddy's in a whooping mood. Daddy's
Cool.
so scratched.
This is like not good though. I'm just setting up to make it easier for him to win because like I can't make this shot. I can't make this shot. I made the shot. What? That's not the on ball? Aw, man. I'm gonna hit the 5. Something like this, maybe. Not quite the right angle. Stage 5. Stage 5 at the moment. Oh, no. This is the stage 5 boss. Daddy B. Daddy B has been kicking my ass non-stop in 10 ball.
Daddy B
Yep.
wins.
10 ball is just 9 ball, but with a 10th ball. Otherwise, it's exactly the same game. I'm not really sure why it exists. I suspect it might not exist, and they made it up for this game. There's kind of a lot of duplicate games like that in this, because there's also 6-ball, which is 9-ball, but with 6 balls instead of 9. I just need him to, like, screw up at the end, you know, so that I can just, like, sink the last 3 and then win. That's how we win at 10-ball. We let him do all the hard work. Like, don't make me sit here and, like, sink the 2. This is a waste of everyone's time. The 2, these balls do not matter. GG. I don't know what I did, but it worked. GG. I was trying to sink the 10-ball and end it early, and I thought that I had screwed up, but actually it worked. So, how many levels are there? There are 9, and we were on level 5 after 8.5 hours. So it's a long game. This game has no recorded evidence of ever being beaten on the internet. Actually, I don't even think there's footage of anything past level 1 in this game. So, you know, we're up to some shit here. Yeah, I'm just never hitting that 3. There's no angle that makes this work. Yo, what up, Medellin? Ooh, not the on ball. How am I? Could be doing better. Could be doing a lot better. It's been a bit of a streak of questionable games recently. IRL's going pretty okay, though. So there's that. Get in there, thank you. There we go. Have you... Ketrob, I'm sorry if you haven't been here recently. But yes, the last 3 days have literally just been nothing but pool. And people keep coming in expecting Grand Theft Auto and getting pool. Literally, people just be like, oh, I thought this was gonna be like GTA, but in Detroit. I didn't know it was this kind of hustle. It's this kind of hustle. He's gonna sink all 9. Oh, the choke at the end. Poor soul. Poor unfortunate soul with the choke at the end. Goodbye, I win. Snooker 10 reds. That's new. I am playing this on... Oh, okay. You're a bot. Man, made me say hello to the bot and everything. Embarrassing. Alright, you know, I suspected it when he said, on which device are you playing game? Given that it says Xbox right in the fucking title. But, you know, people don't read the title. I don't know. Okay. Literally first word in the title. That is, okay, the winner is determined by points. Red equals 1, yellow is 2, green is 3, brown is 4, but what? And black is 7. Fouls give your opponent 4 points. Or the number of points the ball fouled is worth. A red must be sunk before a color until there are no reds left. The remaining colored balls are to be... Okay, I have to write this down. Red, yellow, green, brown, blue, pink, black. That's the order. So we're hitting all the balls in those orders. That's a lot of red balls. We're gonna be here for a while. Also, what up, Gray? Hello. Is he just sinking everything? He just sinking everything? He's just sinking everything. He's just going. He's just literally just going. He's just gonna sink the entire table while I watch. Look at this. Look at how many shots in a row he's gotten. This man is a god. This man is a god. He just sank like every single fucking ball. He has 57 points. That's gonna be a reset for me, dog. Opening of a new rhythm game. That was you I was talking about that with. I think you were there when we were talking about that in chat that one time. That I wish, yeah. I wish I had an arcade around me that was like that. But I don't. And then you were like, yeah, there is an arcade around me, but it's secret. There's a secret arcade somewhere in Spain. They hide all the good rhythm games. Man, all I've got is that there's a burger place in walking distance from here that has Pac-Man and Street Fighter 2. And I think Donkey Kong as well. 8-Ball sucks. 8-Ball is unwinnable. That's all I got. There's no actual arcade. I mean, that's just how it is. Like a lot of, I don't know all the lore about, you know, Poland, but here in the US, I think I think Konami has like an exclusive agreement with like Dave and Buster's or Round One or some shit, where like you can't even have DDR connected to the internet unless you're like a certain arcade, I think. There's like some weird bullshit. Yeah, there's a Round One in there's a Round One in New Jersey. I've been there. It's just very far from me. It is the other side of New Jersey. All the way over there. I don't really like Round One anyway. Like, people hype up Round One. Specifically Round One, people hype up. So the first time I went there, once I finally went there, I was kind of expecting like a quality arcade, and it was just Dave and Buster's. It was full of like the usual like redemption shit. And then there's just like a corner for a couple for a couple rhythm games, which like, all right, cool. We take those, I guess, but it was a little disappointing.
Daddy B wins.
Daddy B wins.
Daddy's in a whooping mood.
Did you make... Oh my god, what the hell?
Daddy saw you scratch.
Yeah, Gray, last night I was hearing about Canada, and I was just like, fucking Canadians. I don't know how good you have it. You don't even have that much, and you don't know how good you have it. Wow, that just... Alright. He's gonna finish us off. Yep, Daddy B. Sorry to hear about the being sick ID. It's fun to be home though. I really don't want to play 8-ball, dude. Don't make me do it. I have to. Why did I just accept that? What is this? Best of 7? No, reset. I'm not doing a best of 7. Yo, what up, Crazy? Hello, Crazy for Bacon. Well, you probably saw it. I got my first Zulrah KC last night. I'm very proud of that. Gonna maybe try to do a few more today, get a little better at it. Gotta get the grind going so that I'm ready for, I'm ready to start actually like using blowpipe. Once I've got enough scales, then I can borrow one of Yamo's 4 blowpipes. Yeah, he's got his own blowpipe plus 3 fangs just waiting to be made. Oh shit, right. You can fish sacred eels for scales. That's a thing, right? Well, I don't have that level. I think that's 87 fishing, something like that. I have been training fishing a little as well, but nowhere near that, so. Yeah, there's like no way to hit the blue ball. We're just not getting that unless we make like some kind of insanity god shot like this. Can't even believe that just went in. Can't even believe it, dude. It didn't go in the way I wanted it to, but it did go in. Never give up, I guess, is the lesson there. Rip. And now he just picks off all the... Oh, he missed. I've got a chance. This just has to go in. How did I choke that? How did I choke that, dude? Nobody else has walked into the table yet. It was just that one guy. Just that one guy yesterday who just wandered into the middle of the table. Not really sure how that happened, because I feel like they're not supposed to stand that close to the table, just in general.
Daddy's in a whooping mood.
There's just like no way. There's just no way.
Daddy sold you scratch.
Man, that almost went in. He choked it. He choked it. He made it so easy for me, too. There we go. That was an easy shot for him. That's weird that he screwed that up. 10 ball. Sure. Modify. I really still don't understand boss progression. Like, I don't get how... I still kind of don't get how it all works with, like, how many games do I have to beat a boss in before they accept defeat? Is there logic to that? Is me resetting causing me to have to play more games? Daddy B just instantly wins. Cool. Like, am I just trying to get my respect number to a certain point and then Daddy B will challenge me to the final game? I don't think I can. I don't know. Like, could I just fight people that aren't Daddy B until we get our respect high enough that he just concedes? Like, what if I fight Davina here? What if I fight Davina and beat her? Does something what happens?
You win, pimp.
Respect went up. If we stop playing Davina, respect did go up.
Daddy's in a whooping mood.
Got one of the balls then off the break. This is going nowhere though. It's 9 balls, so let's just hit the 9 ball. No. I feel like if I have an opportunity to do something to the 9 ball, you should just always go for that. In the hopes that it miraculously goes in somewhere. You know?
Daddy sold you scratch. Daddy B win. whooping move.
The only good thing about 8 Ball is that he can accidentally sink the 8 Ball and insta-lose. That's a thing. It happened once.
Daddy sold you scratch.
Yeah, there's Twitch categories for practically everything. I mean, unless you're into like unless you're in really deep with weird stuff, i.e., unless you're Macaw 45, there's pretty much Twitch categories for everything. Except Leisure Suit Larry, I guess. No Leisure Suit Larry Twitch category. Get in there. Oh, we were so close. Yeah, then he just wins. Nearly had him with the cheese win. There's even a Twitch category for Mafia.gg. We had to manually put our own game in the game database that it would show up as a category a bunch of years back. Game doesn't exist yet. That's why there's no category. Maybe once it releases on Steam, we'll get a category in the year 2027.
Daddy's in a whooping mood.
That's actually optimistic. 2027 is still too optimistic, I think. Oh, okay, he choked. He choked. GG. He sank every ball, but he missed the one that mattered. Yo, what's up, Americus? What game are you playing? Oh, you mean like an actual headache? You probably mean an actual headache. LOL. Well, that sucks. Sorry to be hearing about that. Oop. Well, this is rotation. No, we do have to actually hit the 3 ball. 3 ball is essentially unhittable. Damn. What? No, cue ball sunk. Oh, I'm such a god. How is that the cue ball sunk? I deserve better. I don't know. I don't know what happens if you hit $0. Because you probably could do it. The gambling thing is definitely there. For like when you run out of money. But that you have to have money to bet money to then make more money. So like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they probably planned it. Like, this game is not, well, aside from when it is, this game is generally not poorly programmed. Really, the only mistake this game makes is being way too goddamn long. If the game were just a little bit shorter, and by that I mean 1/10 the length that it is, I think it's a fine game. It's just, like, God, it's so long. Now he's just sinking balls. Yep. Straight sucks. Don't want to play that.
Daddy's in a whooping mood.
The hell yeah guy never left. I'm starting to suspect that Jack is the hell yeah guy. That's the only explanation. And at the end of the game, in the very final scene, he's gonna turn to the camera, say hell yeah, and then there's gonna be like an iris wipe. Just like a good Looney Tunes, that's all folks type of ending. But with the zoom in on his head, and he says, hell yeah. Because he hasn't said anything all game. 9-hour pool game so far. I say that pretty much every hour when someone remarks on the length. 9 hours so far. We're only on stage 5 out of 9 here.
See what happens when you have to let people off.
Daddy's in a whooping mood.
It's not, I mean, being really good would help, but it is just an obscene amount of pool that you have to play. Where, yeah, one mistake and you pretty much insta-lose. Alright, so it all comes down to this. Hopefully the shot works. Not even close. GG. Well, it's just like I could have lost that and continued. I don't really understand. But it autosaves like the instant you lose. And you lose money and you lose reputation, and you can get locked into having to play games that are basically unwinnable. So like you don't, I don't know. If a game is winnable and I lose, I kind of just want to reset it. I kind of just want to reset the console so that we can hopefully try to play the same game again. I mean, I kind of, look, I think I aimed that shot as best I could. I'm not using my ruler. I've got a trusty ruler here for measuring shots, but at some point, this is a different game. At some point, I kind of decided that the arrows are lying, and that rulers don't actually help. I think the answer is yes, very easily. Crazy. Like, I could sit here, you know, I'll get my ruler out. I'll try to put it along the two arrows. And, like, this looks like it'll hit the blue ball, but will it hit the blue ball? Yeah, it actually did. Anyway, I lose. Like, I'll let it save the loss. Eight ball sucks. But I'll do it. I've beaten him in a couple of games. I don't know how many games I have to beat him in before he accepts defeat. That's like the one thing about this game that I've just never understood. Cool. It's Vardorvis is the bad one, crazy. I think the others are actually kind of easy. The others are actually kind of easy. Oh, sick. He screwed up and sunk the 8-ball. I win. But, Vardorvis sucks. Alright, here's the trick shot. Aim the cue ball to hit both the 3 and the 4 simultaneously. Sink the 1 and the 2. We probably want this to be like... Okay, like if I'm trying to adjust like 1 pixel at a time. Okay, this should be the exact center point. And there you go. There's been one more game after the trick shot each time. 6-ball pool timed. So this is the final game with Big Daddy. 6-ball pool timed. 6-ball isn't that bad, but it's gonna be a best of. It's a best of 7, dude. Fuck. There we go, that's 1 frame. This is not viable, unfortunately. No. He couldn't do it either. No, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. I had so much backspin on that, dude. I ran out of time to try to fix the shot, but I had so much backspin on that. It is really stupid that it didn't go in. Or that it did go in. Awesome, that's 2 frames. Everyone in the audience is rooting for the boss, so when you're doing a good job, I think that's why they go like, aw, 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 and to me it just sounds like they're making Minecraft villager noises. Yeah, that's a hell no. Yep, all according to plan. Did it on purpose. I can't see. It went in. No. God, that sucks. That sucks. It sucks that this is best of 7. It does seem like the best of can change though, because like remember when there was an earlier boss, we were getting like a bunch of best of 9s. We managed to like get him down to a best of 5, I think. There's that one guy.
Patty B. Wick.
Never. No pool IRL experience. As far as I'm concerned, this is a thing that only exists in video games. Alright, he just won off the break. Very cool. At this point, he's only gonna play 6-ball pool with me, though. This is like the final game for this boss, and once I beat him, he'll accept defeat. That's how it works. Those shots never work. I can't do it. I have to do it from back here. Well, this is also not going to work then. It's like advantageous to foul it, because then the other player has to make an impossible shot and then it just lines you up. This is best of 5 now. No. Maybe if I lose again, he'll go to best of 3. I'm just off on every single shot. It just seems like it should be easier to get them occasionally than to be wrong literally every time. Please be a best of 3. No, it's a best of 7. So that's not how it works. It doesn't count down. It doesn't count down, it's just random. Yep. you can beat him, but you gotta prove that you can beat him over and over again in this game where he can just win off the break if he wants to.
Daddy just got a fair ass whooping.
Like that. Like I just like like yeah, this is fair. And I guess they're saying, you know, if you just made sure to always get it off the break, then you would win. It's therefore skill game? Like I don't know. Not a fan. I think pool games have just taught me that I hate pool.
Daddy's so straight.
Oh, that wasn't even the on ball. I mean, if it's up to me, it shouldn't even go above 1. I've played like hundreds of games of pool. I'm not even exaggerating. I've definitely played triple-digit games of pool at this point. Please go in. No. Why? Fuck. Like, any shot like this is just gonna be wrong. I've never made a shot like that, and I never will. It's been 9.5 hours. Like, looks pretty good to me. Oh, it actually went in. Guess it was pretty good. This shot is not really viable, though. Maybe? Don't pocket the cue ball. No! Fuck. Go in. No. That's 2 shots that were completely stolen from me. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Just fuck this game. Alright. Alright, good. This cannot go in. Actually went in. And there's that. All right. It all comes down to this. I brought it back. I brought it back. I should maybe come up with a setup for a 6-ball break. He's gonna sink them all. Yep. Fuck you, Daddy B. Like, it just, I don't know, man. I was right there, and then he just does that. It's, like, not fun to play this game against a computer because they don't play by the same rules you do. Like, they can just calc every shot. So, like, you only win when the computer arbitrarily decides to let you win. It's not like you're playing this with another human where it's your skill versus their skill. It's just, like, you know, it just is so, like, obvious. It's just so obvious that the computer can just cheat to win if it decides to, that it's just like, I don't know. It's just, like, not fun to play pool against a computer. It's like playing poker against a computer, where it's just like, he can see my cards, like, it's a computer. This is another best of 7, isn't it? Oh, it's a best of 1. It's a best of 1. This is our chance. Nope. What is it this time? Best of 3? Okay. I ran out of time trying to figure out what was even going on there, and he wins that. The 6 was, like, almost in. I could have won that. Sorry. There's only 20 seconds, and I have to think about a lot more than a viewer. So, I will miss things.
Daddy just got a fair at
There's a timer. I guess I could just pause. If the timer's an issue, I could always just pause the timer. Fuck it. Smash it.
Daddy, so
No, we don't know what the B stands for. There was another guy with a B in his name, so I think it's just like the B gang. Nope. We need like a low number of games, and then I need to get lucky. That's the only way. The B stands for bingo. Are they the bingo gang? I think it's just play pool with people. Best of 5. I assume it's just that you can play pool online for strange people who would want to do that for some reason. People who buy this game and are then like, I need more. It's best of 5. No, I have to win again. Oh, I never unmuted. Sorry. Look, my brain is kind of all over the place. Sorry. I have to mute every time I reset the console so you don't get your ears blasted out by the loud noise. And that's kind of just too much for me to keep track of. I really hate games that make me reset the Xbox a lot, like Pro Race Driving. Directly into the... I'm pretty sure I've definitely sunk the cue ball more than like any other ball. Like I have a very easy time doing it. There's like a magnetism to it, and it's weird. I can't sink any ball, but I can always sink the cue ball. Probably just like a confirmation bias type of thing. But I swear to God, the cue ball just always sinks itself. All right. It always finds a way, dude. There's no way this is going in. Oh, let's go. We're going to stage 6. We're going to stage 6. That's a hell yeah.
It took some guts to come in here in the first place. It's something else to fleece the boss man, Daddy B, and then lean on him to reveal Elroy's killer. I mean, what does Jack think he's doing, waving Elroy's piece around like that? Jack never bargained for this.
To whoever said, why doesn't he just pull a gun? There you go. Oh my God. Our protagonist just fucking killed Daddy B? No, that was just him thinking about it. No, he did it.
There were no prizes for where Jack was headed. What does a guy do if he thinks he's a murder suspect? Head back to the motel.
Wait, who thinks he's a murder suspect?
Now all I had to do was head him off at the pass. All my training as a cop was to keep my cover. But you know what? I like this guy. Okay, so he's worried about his own skin. Who wouldn't be right about now? I only had 2 options. Come clean with Jack, or watch him ride off into the sunset. It looks like I've got myself a partner. But not for long. If Jack doesn't come through for me, I'm dead meat.
All right, so the DEA agent has now met up with Jack, but then they've kidnapped her. They've kidnapped our narrator.
So here I am in the middle of God knows where. Seems this is Santo's idea of fun. Like a cat, that's me, playing with a mouse. I either cut it as a pool player or I'm history. Good thing I studied Jack's wrist action.
Wait, am I about to... Are we changing protagonists? Am I about to play as DEA agent lady? Yeah, Jackie Oka is a girl now. Look at that. We got a protagonist swap. Setup is still working. Love to see it. Line that up just left of there. Max power smash. Yep. The easiest threes you've ever seen. Why are we still going? Yo, what up, Froob? Yeah, it goes up to best of 9. It goes up to best of 9. I refuse to play anything higher than a best of 5. And actually, for the most part, we just do best of 1 this incredibly short game. This is the cheese strat. Alright, that's a 4. We're in there. Like they'll offer me all kinds of stuff, but I just reject all of their offers and refuse to play anything that isn't 1 round of 3 ball.
Can't wait to smash your face. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I'd have to go. I was talking over the cutscene. I was talking over the cutscene, so I missed the exact details, but I think you're right. Because he thinks he's a murder suspect.
So, smash your face.
Anyway, I'm gonna step away for a sec. I will be right back. And then we're gonna get to the stage 6 boss today. Dude, what if I beat stage 6 today? What if we beat this game on Thursday? Maybe. Instead of Friday. But yeah, I'll be right back and we'll keep going.
I say we play some new games.
I said, you set up. Time to lay down some I said, you set up. 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 I said, you set up.
Yeah, what is that? I said set up, I think.
I said, you set up.
I said you set up, yeah. Alright, Frazier.
Balls, cop. You got the stick and I got the balls. Okay, Guap.
Easy 3 every time. The setup is so good.
Quit fooling around and meet your worst nightmare. I'm up for it. No fooling.
All right, now he's choking. He got a 3 on the first one, which concerned me a bit. But now he's oh my god. What is he doing? What is he doing? No ball hit twice. That was like a 6 for him. Oh, that might be awkward. Yeah, don't like this. Don't like this at all. Still goes in. We're good.
Better than my best.
I do it the way I do because I want it to be that when I'm hitting the final ball, I can just line up the orange arrows. Wait, is it the same pool table? Is it really just the same pool table? They're starting to reuse assets on us. Do you think we're gonna get the pool table with the giant vertical stain on it back? Yeah, this is the same pool table because it's filthy. I hope that when we finally like face off against Santos, he has a nice pool table.
More bullshit, sugar.
The stage was called like Precinct 14 or something like that. Hang on. Let's see what gambling game we've got here as well. If it's a repeat or if it's another new one. Video blackjack, I think that's new. 17 stand. You suck. Game is bad. Yeah, 14th Precinct was the name of the station. We are currently at Alleyway.
I'm next, Mom. That sort of thing, you can go tell it to the jury.
What is the best thing about Detroit? They have some really cool old buildings there. Actually. Like, hold up, I gotta go find this now. What is the name of that one? Really cool. Yeah. I have to find a good picture. Sorry, I'm distracted by pictures of Detroit now. Okay, I'm gonna play pool, but there are some cool old buildings there. I'll leave it at that. Don't you dare. Okay, this is so not good. I don't think this is going in. Nah, I do know there's like, I'd have to go there. You can't trust when you get X style pizza from a place other than X, you know? Like, so I wouldn't want to get like a Detroit style pizza. Or first of all, I don't even know where I would go to get that around here. But like, I do know that that's a thing. The Detroit style pan pizza. I don't know, looks like it's probably pretty good. It always looks good in pictures. We can all trust food photography here, right?
You whipped me.
Lean over some more, sugar.
I can still see right through you.
Yeah, okay, here's a good picture. Like that's a cool looking building in Detroit.
Are you invisible?
I want to live in the little house up at the top in the roof.
Time to lay down some
The book tower lives rent-free in my mind. Exactly. It's like isn't that sick? And that's on top of like a big skyscraper, one of the tallest buildings in the city. Oh no. Didn't line it up right or something. Like, that's absolutely where the final boss lives. In like a really cool loft with like one of those giant living rooms, like an open floor plan, giant living room type of situation. Really high ceiling. That is way, way, way too far. The good news is he got a 6, so we're not actually dead here, but this is unfortunate. There we go. I still kind of clutched it. Probably no, but if it was... And like here's a picture of the whole building where it's like the building down there, but then there's like all this fancy stuff up at the top. It's so peak. I think she just got a 2. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. Yeah, old pictures of Detroit are pretty crazy too, because it's just like, damn. Yeah, can't really compete with a 2.
I say we play some new games.
Ah, neck, sugar. Hold your head, sugar. That bet is an insult.
Alright, I lost to Marie, but I think I have to defeat Marie because she's got the highest respect in the pool hall. She's the 24%er, so... Alright, well Marie just did a 5, so... We should be able to get this. Though it is a little weird. Yeah, okay, we're in there. Boss ought to be making his appearance soon.
I said, rack 'em, Joker. That's a Joker's wager.
It's a 5. Get the lineup. Yo, what up, Gundam? No. Well, now I'm in hell. Hate when this happens. This is a weird shot, too. This is completely wrong. Not how that's supposed to look. Yep, that's gonna be at least a 5 for me as well, so damn. Damn, totally screwed up the opportunity that I had there. Hustle's going okay. We're about to see the boss of stage 6 pretty soon, I think.
I choked.
He did choke. Hopefully this makes them appear. If not, it's gonna be like one more. Yeah, Maverick. Maverick would like to play you it straight for a single rack with 20 points. That sounds terrible. That sounds basically unwinnable. I'd rather not, Maverick. But I have no choice. There he is, Maverick. He's just sinking every ball. I think I just want him to beat me so that he moves on to playing a different game. To be honest with you. Straight is like the worst game possible to play against the computer. It plays to all of their strengths. Like, look at this shit. Yup, cool. Well done, Maverick. And 8-ball. What type of ball am I even trying to hit? You just synced nothing, so we're still deciding that, maybe. Yeah, like these games, it's these games where there's nothing, like it's these games where there's no upside to me if he sinks balls that are bad. Games like 8 Ball where our balls are independent, or Straight where it's just a point-based thing, are generally all bad. Because I get nothing when he sinks balls, I just lose. And the computer is always going to be better at sinking balls than me. It is insane that those things went in. That's just gonna hit the black ball though, can't have that. Oh, why was I holding L for that? Whoops, well, I'm gonna lose. Yep. Just trying to get Maverick to play anything else. Straight's bad. Maverick might leave. My respect might have gone too low. I might have to go 3-ball someone. Like to play me at Straight? Shit. Is he only gonna play Straight and 8-ball? Even gonna offer me anything? He's only gonna play Straight and 8-ball, dude. I'm console resetting to see if anything else will happen. I don't. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be completely unbeatable in Straight unless I get like insane god luck, and it's gonna take forever. Even one frame if it takes forever. No, the respect thing, that's your respect at the table. Ignore that, basically. That's just how you get the boss to appear, by getting your respect to 30 on the table, about. So we've hit respect 30 a lot of times. That being said, this game could still be 30 hours long. We're on the stage 6 boss, and there are 9 stages, so... this game could be really long. It just keeps getting harder, and this boss... This boss seems like he's gonna be really bad if he only wants to play games that are nearly impossible for him to lose. I have to beat him in Straight or 8-ball. Straight is way harder than 8-ball. I would rather be playing 8-ball. For some reason now he's only playing Straight. Yeah, 8-ball, well no, you don't get to clean up 8-ball. You do have to sink all your balls and the 8. But that's a lot fewer balls, you know? That's a lot fewer balls. I think you're thinking of 9-ball. 9-ball is the one where you just have to get the 9, and so you can have him do all of the other work. Oh, right, this is Straight. I can just put this in. I guess that's true. Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah. Can't quite aim that. I don't think this can work. This is a stupid idea. There's a much easier shot right here. No, the holes lighting up is it designating holes. So like you have to call your shot. I have to say, you know, I'm gonna put this ball in this pocket. You have to declare that. And the game will sort of auto-declare whatever it thinks you're going for, and that's it doing that. So like whatever ball you're aiming at, it's gonna light up, and it's gonna light up whatever pocket it thinks you're aiming at, which is usually correct. And if it's not correct, you can manually tell it what to do as well. I think the idea behind the calling your shot thing that a lot of these pool games have is just so that you don't get points off of doing things accidentally. Like, you gotta declare, I'm putting this there, and then actually do it. You can't just, like, smash balls and then get points when they randomly go in places. I think that's why that's a thing, like, in the game design of pool. Yeah, I know it's a real pool thing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Yakuza Pool does not care at all. They understand that you're just here for completion, not trying to play real pool or get good. I kind of don't think we have a shot here. It's definitely this, but it's hard. Okay.
This is good pool, sugar.
I missed. No! Ah, I got greedy with the timing. Now he's just gonna kick my ass. Okay. I think I'm at 19. Yeah. There we go. I beat him. I beat him at straight. That's powerful. Proved that I'm the straightest. Accept new offer. Modify. 1 frame. It's 3 ball. He got a 4. We can win. Okay, yellow ball is in. Red ball's in. There you go. Easy. More 3 ball, please. It's 8 ball. Too far left. Yeah, this doesn't work. This just doesn't work. Kind of just need to play. I think all of my recent 8-ball wins have been by computer accidentally syncing the 8-ball And I don't even realize it because I'm just fast forwarding. Yeah, this basically can't work.
The girl can play.
And yet, it basically can't work, and yet, it does. And that one too, that was sick. And there you go. I think I've become good at the game. I think I might have become good at the game all of a sudden. Like, damn. Like, actually, damn. It's more straight, though. Illegal break. Yeah, this had Xbox Live. You could play this online. There's even, you can, like, there's, like, character customization that I haven't been messing with, where you can have different outfits that I assume you could then show off online how expensive your outfit is, and that proves how good you are at the hustle Detroit streets. They just sunk like 15 balls. What's he at now? 15, 14, 14. So this is just over. In the pool industry, this is what we call time to reset your Xbox. Gonna make the crazy long shot. It has to be this way. And so it is. Damn it. Now he's just gonna win. Now he's just gonna win. After all that work. After all that hard work. Nine. 9 is good. We love 9 here. The film. I can put this wherever I want, and I just have to come up with a cheeky shot that lets me win. Let's put it right here. And then hit that into that. This is a little sketchy, but it's probably worth a shot. This is a little sketchy, but it's probably worth a shot. We have to really just barely graze the 9. Nah, I missed it. And there's him cleaning up. I'm gonna reset the console. Would love to play more 9-ball with him, though. 9-ball is very winnable.
Lean over some more, sugar.
Back to straight. I guess I have to lose it straight to him to get him to play 9-ball with me. Or something. I am a bit interested in, like, if we get another shot at this, I'll show you what I mean. There's a mechanic that's kind of been interesting to me this whole time. Oh, I just lose. Okay, never mind. I don't get to show you. Never mind. I just insta-lose. But, like, okay, check this out. Note how, so the game, it's clear that the game, it's got the directions, it has the green and the orange arrows, but it also definitely traces out the full shot, because it knows that this ball is being aimed at the pocket back and to the left, so it knows that the ball is gonna bounce off of that thing up front, or all the way at the end of the table, and then come back. Like, it's traced it out and decided that this is probably the pocket I'm aiming for, the one in the back left. And it makes me wonder, like, as I sweep across, is there some way to sort of understand what the correct angle is? Like, let's say, it's hard to describe this in words, but, like, let's say it's got the line, and if the line, it's got the line that the ball is going to take. And if that line goes within 15 degrees on either side of a pocket, then it lights that pocket up. I wonder, like, could you then find the exact middle point of when the pocket is lit up and determine that, like, okay, mathematically, this is the correct angle based on the pocket light up algorithm, Just trying to come up with literally anything to give me an edge here. The hell yeah is very good. It continues to be very good. I know that when no one else got me, the hell yeah guy will always be here to cheer on my accomplishments. Oh yeah. Yeah. Can I just do these in any order? I feel like you can just do these in any order. That's something crazy to try. Like, what even happens if I hit the ball like this? What even happens if I hit the ball like this? It can't even calc that. It's just like, dog, I don't know. Good luck. Just trying to come up with any way to hit the ball that doesn't involve the ball going into the going into that pocket.
Hood wins, hands down.
Triangle. Just hold up. Aim the cue ball to hit both the 3 and the 4 ball. This is a trick shot we've already done before. And it's a very easy trick shot too. Just gotta line this up like 1 pixel at a time. So we get the exact midpoint. And then you just smash it. There you go. I don't know why I just lost to him and then he offered me the trick shot. But I think we're now in his final game. Can I just lose games to him? Can I just like lose every game to him and he'll still move on to the final game? Like, have I been resetting the bosses to beat them in those earlier games, those pre-trick shot games? Have I been trying for wins there for literally no reason? Because I just lost at 8 ball and now we're moving on. I don't know what snooker timed is, but we're doing it. Oh, what is this shit? What is this shit? Red not hit first? What? They didn't explain what the rules of this game are. It was just, are you gonna take it or leave it? This is, well, I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm losing pretty badly right now, I think. He's just cleaning up the entire table. I mean, am I about to win? Because I'm going to sink the black ball? Maverick won. What? What the hell was that? What does it all mean? This is the game British people play. We were talking about that yesterday playing this. I was like, I know, because I know British people love pool. And everyone was like, no, it's not pool. It's snooker. There's a difference. And like, I don't fucking know. I don't know what the difference is, but apparently this is snooker. You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing, ID. I wrote it down earlier in a notepad, and I closed that notepad like 3 minutes ago. Like, I literally just closed that because I was like, I don't need this info anymore. And now we're back. I think they called the game something different, though. I'm gonna hit no on this and see if... I think he just offers it to me again in a second. Yeah. And I can't see what the rules are. I can just accept it. If I pause, there's no, like, play a game of snooker. Like, can I know what that is? Oh, and someone asked like half an hour ago, maybe 45 minutes ago, something like that. Someone asked how I know there's 9 levels. This is how I know. There's a list of all levels right here. I don't know what the difference between warehouse and storeroom are gonna be, but I think it's pretty clear that the final level is gonna be Tainted Blood, which is a crazy name for a pool hall. The manual does have a write-up with the rules. I think I'll have to check the manual then. That PS2 manual is out there. This is hard because they make me break. They make me break. But then he just goes. Like, I'm not getting anything off the break, and then he just goes. I might have to come up with a break setup or something. Okay, the order is red, yellow, green, brown, blue, pink, black. But you can't just start by hitting high-valued balls. You gotta work your way up to that.
Good win.
You alternate red and the others. That's kind of what it seemed like. That's kind of what it seemed like from watching him play. And plus there's just like way more reds on the table, so like kind of makes sense. Oh, I see. So do you do it like red, yellow, red, green, red, brown, red, blue? Like that's how you do it? Okay. How about you do the break? Well, he gets a ball off the break, so he just gets to game. He just gets to game while I watch. So we're now shooting for a yellow, which is, there's the yellow. And now we need another red. Man, you have no time to do these shots. 10 seconds is like not nearly enough. Again, that's like, oh wait, that was another yellow. Whoops. Well, wait, it just accepted that though. That's another one of those things I was complaining about though, where like the timer only matters to the player. The computer is totally unaffected by this time limit. It just makes it way harder for me. That's like not very fair, I feel like. Now I just sit and watch him sink every ball on the entire table, literally all of them. This might be... This dude might be a wall. This game seems really hard to win.
I say we play some new games.
Wizardry 7 of Pool. I don't know. I don't think there's anything as painful as Wizardry 7. Not really sure how PMC Trilogy played that game without bursting into flames. Okay, so we got the yellow. Now we're going for the green. And I can't hit that. Just gonna hit the yellow again. Because that seems to be a thing you're allowed to do. You don't need to play the colored balls in order. Uh-oh. So I can go for any color right now, including the black ball. 3 points. Yes. Very nice. Man, I just like had to pull that off. Not good. I had to hit that with a lot of power. Like, literally, you don't have enough time. Because of the way the timing mechanic is, you have, like, 3 seconds to aim your shot. It's fucking crazy. You have, like, 3 seconds to aim your shot, and then you just, like, have to go into the timing on the power. And it just makes it so that, like, you just... Like, this is an insane game. Fuck you, Maverick. That was my best game, and I just got crushed. We're closer, though. A little closer. If you don't have to worry about color order, then we can just aim for high value balls. I don't know. This is tough. But that just made it feel more winnable to me. Now I think I will have to do a lot of pause buffering. I think we're gonna have to do a lot of pause buffering just to take in the scene and understand what to do. Wait a minute. I think Book Tower is on that load screen. There it is on the right. That's it, right? Such a cool looking building. Kind of Gundam. Like I always expect pool games to be hard. I've not played very many, but we played Pool Paradise on GameCube, and I definitely expect a pool game to be hard, because, like, there's no getting around this. Like, you have to actually win at pool against a computer where it's trivially easy to program them to play perfect pool. So there's just no... So I always expect pool to be hard. I'm afraid of pool as a genre, but I did not expect it to be this fucking long. 10.5 hours of pool and counting is ridiculous. I feel like at this point, there's just like not even enough balls left on the table where like I couldn't possibly win. Is the black ball just gone? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It's there. I think blue ball is our best bet. Oh, we're at 2 seconds. Nope, foul. Yeah, there were 4 zeros on the GameCube. I try not to hand out zeros. I try not to be handing out zeros, but it happens. I don't know, Xiaolin Showdown should not have been a 0. That was probably undeserved. I think Shaolin Showdown was undeserved, and I think Legacy of Kain Blood Omen 2 was undeserved. The other zeros were all very earned, though. I don't know. It's not supposed to. I beat it. I unqualified. I beat it. I don't know what you expect, but yeah, Digimon World 4 was about a 20-hour playthrough. Beat the final boss, got credits and all that. I mean, Xiaolin Showdown had absolutely no redeeming features. It had no redeeming features, and it is fascinating that the game will play itself pretty much to completion with 0 input. There were like 1 or 2 items in each stage that you had to go pick up yourself. Otherwise, you could literally just sit there, and the game would eventually kill all of the enemies for you while you watched. That is kind of incredible, but like... I don't know. It's just kind of like... Like, sure, the game is bad, but I ended up giving it a 0 based on the this has no redeeming... Like, a 0 has to really come from the heart for a game that I truly despise, and I just don't think I despised Xiaolin Showdown. I did at the time, but it's not nearly as bad as the other games to me that I gave that score to. Go in, go in, go in. Thank you. Wow, I cannot reach that red ball at all. I'm just gonna sit. I'm just gonna sit because he can't reach the red ball either. I am shrimply chillin'. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? I think I lose points for this, actually. I think I lose like 4 points for a foul, which is really bad. Free ball? What? Okay. I don't know what the score is, because the only way to make the score appear on screen is to sit there and do nothing for a little while. And I don't have the time for that. Wait, why am I back on the yellow ball? Didn't I just hit the yellow ball in? Was I imagining that? What happened? Alright, how close were we? You can't even tell how close you were. 17 to 73. Jesus Christ. This is impossible. Hang on, I have to dig up something that I saw in a certain Discord. Where is it? Where are you? Here we go. Seems relevant somehow. Yes, this game has just been 11 straight hours of pool. I know we're not close to beating it. Right now, I think I feel farther away than ever, actually, because of how crazy this is. Yeah, the cutscenes between pool halls are pretty good. There's like this crime drama playing out, but we're just kind of watching it from a distance. But then all of a sudden the narrator got kidnapped, and then there was a protagonist swap, and now we're here. Alright, I don't think there's enough balls on the table anymore for me to even win. I think this is a forced loss. Trust me, wish I could. Cue ball sunk. I mean, no, the balls are getting replaced here too, but eventually you run out of balls because all the reds get sunk, and I'm saying that he's sunk enough reds that the game will end too soon, where even if I just cleaned up from here, we would still lose. Almost pressed A on Halo 2 again. I really want to play Halo 2. I think it's because it's kind of reddish, and it's got a circle. So it's just like... Sometimes my brain auto-completes that to being the Hustle logo. We have not enjoyed a Detroit pizza, no. This is like underground, like gang pool. This is not like I'm at the bar at the corner pool. This is like real criminal shit. Our protagonist, Jack, has shot someone. He's escaped from prison. He's done a lot of things. He's being followed by the DEA. All that stuff. So no, there's no time for pizza eating here. Like, I think I just have to sink something off the break. I think I have to come up with a consistent setup for sinking a red ball on the break. Otherwise, we're never gonna even have a shot at this. Like, he's already at 42. Didn't really have enough time to line that up. Bruh. Bruh. I think we have to come up with a consistent setup for the break. Like, see what I mean? Circle with character in the middle, red. Circle with character in the middle, red. same game. Is that true? I don't know that that's true. Shenmue 2 is one of my all-time favorite Xbox games. It's one of my all-time favorite games, period. So I'm definitely like super down to do like a casual Shenmue 2 playthrough on stream when we get to it. But I'm sure I could think of something else that I haven't played that I'm more excited for just because I haven't played it yet. Though I don't know what that would be.
I say we play some new games.
It's not Daisen Ryaku 7. Ninja got... What does continue versus force continue mean? Hold up, can we get a ruling on this? What does this mean? Does force continue mean make him go? Versus continue where I go? Any snooker knowers? He fouled, so like... I mean, let's just find out, I guess. Hang on, I can just Google it. Foul rule, making opponent continue. Basically, player A fouls. In my opinion, the only solution is for player A to replay the shot, or ask the opponent player B to continue from where the cue ball is. Can player B ask ref FAAM is played at any level of snooker? It would just be called less because the bar for best of the player's ability is a what the hell? This is confusing. If they foul, you can either have it put back, take the next shot yourself, or have them play from where it is now. Well, let's just click force continue and see what happens. Experimentally. Oh, you don't want to click that. Force continue forces him to keep playing, and then he just gets more points. You don't want to be forcing continue. Weird that all the red balls ended up over here somehow. I can't really hit the black ball, unfortunately. I keep getting these low scoring things. The black ball is kind of just not viable. Alright, now we're cooked. Now we're cooked. It's been real. Go in somehow, please? No. Okay.
This is good pool, sugar.
And the black ball. This is awkward. Yeah, I just kind of had to go for that. I think I'm gonna win. You can get him in this crazy cycle. Like, check this out. We're just like looping it. Check that out. We just like looped it. I got the black ball so many times there.
The hood ain't gonna take this line.
Maverick concedes match. Get fucking wrecked, Maverick. That was so good. Literally, you can get it into a loop where they put the black ball back, but the reds are there too, so you just hit red, hit black, hit red, hit black. And there's nothing you can do but watch. You have beaten Maverick. We're going to stage 7.
So far, so good. You know what? In some kind of bizarre way, I'm starting to enjoy this. At least I can see some of the buzz that Jack gets out of it. The fact that I'm still alive means that I must be some use to these guys, although God knows what. I seem to be being moved from safe house to safe house, and this is a real doozy. Hell, here we go again. Let's get that cue ready.
All right. Yeah, so what's happened at this point in the story is that, so this is the DEA agent lady, and she was tracking the case of Jack, and Jack was gonna take down the big pool gang, and the DEA agent was just gonna sit back and watch him do that. But at some point, they met each other. After stage 5, they met. But then the gang appeared at that moment and kidnapped both of them. So we don't know where Jack is. But DEA agent lady, whose name I don't know, has been kidnapped and is now being forced to play pool against her will. And we are now playing as her. That's what's happened. I feel like an insane person explaining this. It's honestly comfy to be back to a game of pool where I have more than 10 seconds to make a shot. If anyone ever tries to play me in timed 3-ball, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna be able to use my setup. That's how I feel like, literally, that's what I think is gonna happen though, Huhumi. Like, I'm thinking, what if at the end, like, I don't think he'll be the final boss, but I do think that in stage 9, the boss of the gang, whose name I've forgotten at this point, is gonna, like, force us to play pool against each other in, like, a tragic, like a tragic twist. It's just, you two must now play pool against each other, and whoever loses dies.
Think you can beat me?
Like, they're gonna do that. It's gonna be like, oh, you bastard. I'll get you for this. And then we're gonna have to win at pool. And then beat the main gang leader after that.
You beat me fair and square.
The pool ball's made of depleted uranium. That's a little bit too. I think they could genuinely do what I just said. But I think if this game were like going way over the top hammy, then you could do something like that. Like a pool themed jigsaw trap where it's just like, you know, I've rigged this table to explode if you don't hit this trick shot, like that type of shit. They're not really doing that. I think depleted uranium pool balls would be like that. Yeah, as usual for these like super boring games that we play, I'm not one, like, you know, I hate to bring up Yakuza, but I kind of hate when Yakuza gets too ridiculous. I prefer when it's taking itself seriously. But for some like boring game like this, I think I would prefer in this case if the story was like completely insane. I think I would prefer them to crank the ham up to 11.
I never stood a chance, girl.
What kind of rat's ass bed is that?
Seeing the Jack became what he sought to destroy, that would be pretty good too. I also don't really know how this plot twist would make sense, but if at the end Jack is revealed to be Santos, the gang leader, like he steps out from the shadows and it's like, it was Jack all along, I couldn't believe it. He had lured me here by pretending to play pool, whatever the line is from there. You know, I do think there's player stats. Hang on. How many games of pool have I played at this point? I can check the player stats. Notebook. Player stats. Shit, we have to add that all up. Hang on. 15, 18, 24, 16, 17, 19, 5. I have played 114 games of pool that I have not reset. If you include resets, that number is probably closer to around 150. Something like that.
I want your best game. Get out of my face. I don't just play for fun.
Now, a lot of those games have been games where I win in 3 shots. A lot of those games have been just this. Honestly, I'm starting to really think that Jack is probably Santos. Like, you can totally picture that, right? They were leading the... Like, that's why we had the protagonist swap. We thought that we were using Jack to get to Santos, but really, Santos was pretending to be Jack to get to the DEA. It makes perfect sense. That's why as soon as he met with us, the gang broke in and kidnapped us, and why we don't know where he is anymore. It literally makes, like, straight up. I'm pretty sure. I'm, like, pretty sure that Jack is gonna be Santos. This is my fan theory. My The Hustle Detroit Streets fan theory. Where did everything go so wrong in my life, dude? Okay, arrows are back. Is there a lore write-up in the manual? Am I being disproved by the manual? Hang on, I have to check this. Where's my downloads? The Hustle Detroit Streets manual. Oh my god. There is a multi-page long lore. Listening to Detroit 101 still. Michigan's #1. It's It's written like an opening eye. He turned reddened and weary, surveying the room, impatient for focus. The ears grappled to make sense of the place. The sound of a not-too-distant freeway eventually permeated the early morning fog in his brain, giving the room context. The flapping, stained blinds, which failed to exclude a bright outside world, merely hastened the conclusion. Another motel. He let out a heavy sigh, somewhere between relief and disappointment. He turned attentively to the radio before extending a clumsy hand to slam it off, sending it crashing to the floor in the process. He lay back and looked at the jaundice of 1,000 cigarettes on the cancerous ceiling and blew out his cheeks. What the fuck? It was only at this point that Jack realized he hurt. His head hurt, his ribs hurt, and it seemed as if every bit of his body, ego included, was a sea of pain. Jack groaned audibly as he remembered the night before. For one brief moment, he was riding high. He had taken all Philadelphia had to give and come out on top. Hell, he'd even taken Al DeMarco for big money. There's like a mysterious missing prequel to this. Jack's lesson of the day was that no one played Al for a sucker. Jack was on his way out of town before they say a fool and his money are soon parted, and Jack felt the fool right now. The thugs that beat the crap out of him were certainly Al's parting gift. A wry smile briefly crossed Jack's lips as he considered that they at least didn't get all of his dough. Jack, perched on the edge of the bed, removed what bills remained from his jacket pocket and organized them into piles according to their worth. A little over $300. It seemed a pretty crummy payback for the last 2 years. He scooped the bills up, stuffed them into his jeans, and lay down, looking at a new, wretched ceiling in a whole new city. Detroit had been a surprisingly easy choice. Jack knew that Al DeMarco's arms stretched across the whole of the East Coast, but also he had plenty of influence in the West, too. Jack guessed that's where Al would be looking for him, but trying to second-guess a guy like DeMarco was nigh on impossible. Al knew how the human mind worked. He could sense fear and weakness, and those became his currencies of choice. Those were DeMarco's ins, and once Al was in, he didn't leave until there was nothing to take away. No. Jack had needed somewhere nondescript, somewhere that no one would predict, somewhere forsaken, somewhere that might only be a few miles away, and yet would to all intents and purposes be another planet. Somewhere Detroit. Jack had always loved cars. Downtown Detroit could not be considered a particularly inviting place. Not exactly your average Joe's top 10, but back then Jack wasn't your average Joe. Jack wasn't your average Joe. This was his time, and now this was going to be his place. The thought excited Jack. Jack peered through the blinds across the street, and there it was waiting for him, Motor City Pool. He had a big day ahead of him. He was back on the hustle. That's the plot. That's the plot right up in the manual. So, what? So it sounds like there is no The Hustle Philadelphia streets, but it sounds like he had adventures in Philadelphia and then had to get out of town and came to Detroit. So that does sort of make it sound like, it's probably not, Jack is probably not Santos, but they're really, if you just ignore the manual, I really think that probably, like, it's really written for Jack to be Santos. It would line up so perfectly. The crazy thing is, there's more in here too. That's just the introduction. There's an entire second page of lore, but it sort of starts to get into game mechanics, so I didn't think it was too relevant to read. I mean, the manual is such, like, supplemental material. Like, who cares what it says in the manual? The writing in the game pretty clearly makes it look like Jack is gonna be Santos. And, like, death of the author and stuff, like, I can say whatever I want about the plot. It's just a cheeky comment about Detroit. Detroit is the city where we used to make cars before we stopped doing that. So It's just like it's like a little, you know, they're trying, I was just like reading it, but they're trying to write this like it's like some kind of neo-noir thriller. So it's like, you know, like imagine that line in like the bored voice of Harrison Ford in Blade Runner doing that shitty narration. It's just somewhere Detroit. Jack had always loved cars. Like imagine, it makes sense when you think about it.
Think you can beat me? You can't seriously expect me to play for that.
Man, this has been like the easiest run up to the boss we've had so far. Have I lost a single game? I mean, it sounds like they're... I don't think I would make a sequel to this. I would make a prequel to this. The Hustle Philadelphia Streets. It's right there. He took Al DeMarco for all he's worth. It sounds like he beat the mob and then had to get out of town. There's a whole story missing there. I think you have to make a prequel. Nah, that game doesn't exist. As far as I know, and I did look at the list of games made by this dev, I'm pretty sure the Hustle Philadelphia does not exist. It just seems like the kind of thing. It's like, remember Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning? And they were like, we hired, you know, so-and-so guy the writer who created 10,000 years of unique lore for this game. And it's like, yeah, I wrote 10,000 years of history for Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, so it's like that. Like, they wrote 10,000 years of history for the Hustle Detroit Streets, and there's just endless content to mine for potential prequels and sequels there. Yeah, they did like a, not a director's cut, but like that type of thing. They did like an upgrade version a couple years back. It's crazy. Just trying to recoup their money on that in any way they can. I think we should have the boss now. Yeah, Corey. Corey would like to play me at Bank. We are gonna lose at Bank. Bank is a fully impossible game. Each shot must bank off at least one cushion. That's straight up impossible. But I just want to see Corey. There he is. I'm gonna be honest with you. Corey kind of just looks like a recolor of the guy from the last level. Or the guy from 2 levels ago. Daddy B. Corey just looks like Daddy B, and they changed his skin color. I was trying to get it to do like a thing there. I had an idea. Corey does look like Buzz Lightyear, dude. He's Buzz Lightyear from the Buzz Lightyear movie though, like the fucked up looking one from a year or 2 ago. How the hell? There's just balls everywhere. Like, there's no shot you could possibly make. And, like, you have to call it, too, so you really can't. Oh, wait, that actually worked. Oh my god, that is so lucky. You've got 700k tapioca coin. Nice. I feel like this is the play. You make this type of shot. Because of the one ball, that's just not gonna happen. I feel like none of this is gonna happen. And now he goes on a rampage. Like, how close are we? If I do this... Oh, it actually went in. That was so good. That going in? Yes. I'm so good, dude. This is hopeless, though. There's no more shots to make unless we're gonna hit this. I think the angle was a bit off anyway. I don't think that was going in. This guy billiards. Wish I didn't. It's kind of cool that we've gotten to the stage 7 boss, though. This is really way farther than I expected to get today. There's literally balls in front of 3 of the pockets where it's just like impossible to make a bank shot. I almost wonder if I just like send it if something happens. Nah. I have a very smart idea. Nope. All this gaming and I'm still definitely gonna lose. He's at what, 6? All this gaming and we're not even close. Yeah, because the yellow ball. Because the yellow ball, dude. Like, the remaining balls are all just lined up awkwardly there. Hang on, let's put this one there too. Let's just make this as weird as possible. There they all are in a line. He's just getting shots off that. Oh my god. Straight, no. God, now. If I have to beat him at bank, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I do have my theory though. We do have our theory that these games are losable. Like, I'm gonna try playing someone else. My theory is that as long as I can keep my respect up by playing other people, I can lose all of the games before the trick shot to the boss. Because I got the trick shot on the previous boss after losing a game to him. Like, winning was not the catalyst that unlocked that.
You beat me fair and square.
Like, it might just be that the boss shows up but won't challenge you until your respect hits a certain level. Or... I don't know. Maybe after you play a certain number of games with him, that's all it takes. But I'm just gonna constantly reject the boss. And play Joe in 3-ball over and over again. Am I gonna get respect from this or no? Is there a limit to how much respect I can get from repeatedly beating Joe in 3-ball? Oh, no, 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 no. That's the first time that setup has ever not worked. I realized what I was doing, but then it was, like, too late. Realized the problem too late there.
You can never beat me.
Joe got me. Joe mama. Reset. I don't know why just that menu is so loud. It's the weirdest thing. What is my level of respect anyway? Is that thing gonna come back? My respect goes down every time he offers to play a game with me, so I have to be quick about this. Yeah, it sounds like it stacks the sound effects for some reason. You gotta be kidding me. You know what? I'm out of here. I'm gonna stop here. This is a fine place to stop for the day. This is a fine place to stop for the day. We will figure this out tomorrow. Whether or not... We'll figure out exactly how the boss works tomorrow and whether I can get away with just 3-balling and skipping all of the, like, early game boss stuff. Because I suspect you might be able to. It'd be interesting. Like, if I just grind respect off the minions instead of fighting the boss, can I eventually get to the trick shot or to the boss final game, whatever, without even fighting the boss? I don't know. But I'm gonna head out.